All right, good evening. Calling into order the Planning Commission for Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 at 6:30 on the dot. Is roll call, please?
Commissioner Carrillo,
Here.
Commissioner Rosales Trujillo,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Winkler,
Present.
and Chairperson Rivera.
Here.
And Commissioner Obadi is absent for the record.
Let's go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Will you lead us?
Sure.
Will you lead us off? This close after Veterans Day?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think I've done that since elementary.
If you didn't say anything, we wouldn't.
We would still be waiting.
Is any adjustments to the agenda this evening?
There are no adjustments to the agenda this evening, Chair.
Thank you. Moving on to B, public appearances. B1, matters not appearing on the agenda. If you wish to address the Planning Commission concerning any item not appearing on the agenda and within the Commission's jurisdiction, please raise your hand and be acknowledged by the chairperson, and at that time, state your name and address for the record. The chairperson does reserve the right to place a time limit on each person's presentations of 3 minutes. It is requested that longer presentations be submitted to the Commission in writing. At this time, do we have anybody here that would like to bring something that's within the Commission's jurisdiction that is not on the agenda? There being none on the floor, do we have anything in writing, anything mailed us, emailed us, or snail mailed to us?
Nothing.
Okay. That being handled. Item C, consent calendar. C1, approve Planning Commission meeting minutes for August 13th. Let's do.
And then you can take both at the
both?
same
Okay.
time. Yeah, C1 and C2.
And C2, approving Planning Commission meeting minutes for September 24th, 2025. Do I have anybody?
I motion to approve the minutes for August 13th and
you.
September 24th as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you. It's been motioned and seconded. Let's put it to a vote.
Just hit it. Okay, you're good, Ruben.
Thank you.
Winkler, and then Trujillo. There we
Sometimes
go.
it's feisty.
There we go. We got
Yeah.
it. Oh,
Just
go
leave it
ahead
in.
one more time.
Green or red. Yeah.
Motion carries 4-0.
Okay, that being taken care of, moving to item D, public hearing, discussion, action, recommendation, or deny, subject continued public hearing, discussion, action, conditional use permit 2025 for Mr. Stephen Cochran to allow an accessory structure that exceeds the height limitation set by the residential zone property development standards in variance 25 tax 03 to allow the deviation of the side yard and front yard setback requirements on an accessory structure located at 221 West 12th Street, APN 06 TAC 215 tax 006. The project is categorically exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, under section 15303, class 3E, for a new construction or the conversion of small structures. At this time, opening the public hearing. Staff report on that?
Yes. Good evening,
At
Commissioners.
6:34. Yes, I am not going, 6:34.
Applicant Steve Cochran submitted an application for a conditional use permit to allow an 18-foot accessory structure and a variance request to deviate from the front and side yard setback requirements. The accessory structure, proposed to be located within Old Imperial at 221 West 12th Street, is situated on a property that does not conform to the dimensions of a typical residential lot. Therefore, the home's configuration was built to maximize lot utilization by positioning the primary dwelling to face 12th Street. This positioning is common within Old Imperial, with many corner homes having similar deviations on their properties. As a result, properties such as these have a long-standing history of being non-conformant to our current property development standards. If you take a look at the exhibit on your screen, this exhibit illustrates residential properties characterized by red dots, which indicate homes with accessory structures that do not conform to the established front yard or side yard setback regulations. The exhibit highlights the long-standing structures that have historically deviated from the setback requirements, which Mr. Cochran is requesting approval for so he can have the same privilege his neighbors have had for many years to shield his vehicles from our extreme heat. Staff reviewed the 6 required variance findings necessary to consider the property a special circumstance to allow such deviations, and found the property meets the requirements, and recommend approval of Resolution PC 2025-15, approving CUP 25-06 and Variance 25-03. And Mr. Cochran and Mrs. wife Tina Cochran are here to answer any questions.
Question for staff. So the house currently is right at the line for the required setback, facing 12th Street?
Let me take a look at the diagram.
So right now it totally conforms to the setback for the front of the house and the setback for the side yard, correct?
So in your staff report, that orange arrow, that would be the 20-foot setback. So it does already encroach into the setback,
Okay.
the 20-foot front yard setback.
So basically the 20-foot would be right underneath the word structure then?
Correct.
So the whole area that's highlighted in yellow, that's the accessory building that they want to build?
That would be the proposed structure, yes.
I have a question as well. I didn't read anywhere as far as the materials being used for construction. Can you elaborate as the type of materials that would be used?
It would be wood structure.
Like a solid enclosed structure?
It wouldn't be enclosed, it would be open.
Oh, it's an open structure, shade,
Yes.
it's just a shade structure, so it's
Yes,
not like
the
a
carpet.
garage,
No.
enclosed garage.
Could you explain, maybe, is it somewhere here that can explain it a little bit more? Is it like gonna be poles? Is it gonna be lattice? How is it gonna be structured?
I have a drawing that was submitted,
Okay.
the application. It would be something similar to this.
Just a wood frame structure.
frame
You
structure.
can,
So
Yeah.
we don't have that, right?
you guys can come up too, because if you have the answers, they like hearing it from you as well, if it's easy for you.
Basically just an RV carport. It's not gonna have any sides. It's gonna have 8 posts, 4 on each side. And the bottom of the structure will be 14 feet, and then the peak will be 18 feet. There should not be any obstruction. It's gonna be from the edge of the house. It's not gonna be attached to we have pillars, brick pillars, and it'll go right there where our fence is. We have a fence line right there.
So is there a fence there now
Yes,
along that edge, along the property line?
yes.
And what is that fence made out of? I went by, but I don't remember. So it's wood, so it's the standard 6
brick
foot?
poles and wood.
Wood
Okay.
slats.
And the top of the structure, what would that be made out of? Is there gonna have a shade
Shingles,
component?
just like the house. Match the house.
Okay.
A-frame.
Yeah, A-frame.
So basically the intent is to build to the property line.
Yep.
Yes.
The only thing that I had, my question is, the eaves of the the proposed structure to the existing structure, are any of those going to be overlapping or?
No
No,
eaves.
no attachment.
There's no eaves on the side. It's gonna be,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I apologize again, I did go by, but I don't recall. Does the fence go all the way up to the sidewalk? I don't know if you can be able to see this. Does it
It's
go-
about
Or does it stop back with the house?
the sidewalk, there's a little gap in between, I'd say
Couple of
maybe
feet.
18,
Okay.
18 inches to,
Okay,
Approximately.
Yeah.
Guesstimate.
okay.
But I would say 18 inches to 2 feet.
I have a question for Steph. It says here that it is consistent with common development in the vicinity. You pointed out a couple of structures already in the surrounding area. With this one being a corner house, and I saw, I think, one or two also in the picture, has there been any type of study conducted as far as like the visibility obstruction for being right at the corner?
Not an official study. The Development Review Committee did review the project. Imperial Police Department didn't say that it would
Find anything.
obstruct.
Okay, thank you.
A follow-on to that question, good question, is what type of fence do you currently have there now?
it's
Wood?
about,
It's brick pillars.
That's what you have now,
And then
currently?
wood in between.
That's what you have now?
So we
Yes.
have now.
Okay.
and it's about, 5.5, not quite 6 feet tall.
Okay.
That's what we're trying
Yeah, you can sort of see it in that one. With the shade on it, you can see this.
What I was trying to figure out here is this, you see how this abuts right here to this, and then here's another one over here.
They're saying that the fence stops just like 18 inches before the sidewalk.
I would assume
Which
the
we-
fence stops right there.
Yeah, he said just shortly before this, where that blue line is.
Yeah, there it is.
This home is fairly new, right? I mean, it's not a,
77.
oh, it's 77.
Yeah,
Okay.
Paul Porter built it in 1977.
That's still fairly new, sir. That's not pushing
I guess I
it.
consider, I'm considered new too.
Spring chicken house.
Yeah, the home is well maintained. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just, the reason why I'm asking if it's a fairly new house or whatnot, if it was developed back in 1977, obviously there's probably not going to be any records or anything. There may be records, but who knows if there's records back dating 77. The only reason why I'm asking is because, I mean, if it was developed this way, I mean, normally, I mean, from the lot sizes and what you see in the aerial, I mean, a lot of the houses are, the entry of the house is on the west side, right? So I wasn't sure why it was developed that way. I can see why you guys wanted the length of it, of the home. And then obviously I'm sure there was a setback at that time when the house was built, right? So the house was set back to meet the requirements when the house was built, right? So obviously you guys knew that there was a setback when you guys had the house built.
We just liked the house and I bought it.
Oh, so you bought it the house the way it
Yeah.
was, it is now. Okay.
Yeah, so,
We poured a cement slab there, so we used
well,
that.
we used to park our motorhome out front. I've had motorhomes forever. So I have parked a motorhome out front, and so the police department said, "Hey, buddy, you're gonna have to park that in your yard." So I poured how long is that driveway? 60 or 80 feet. And I poured a driveway to comply with the law because I'm a law-abiding citizen. So.
We like that.
So, and we did it a lot, they were people were protesting. They're coming to my house. I'd get 20 people a day saying, you need to get down to that city council and run for mayor or something and stop this junk. People were upset. And I told them, I said, no, someone's going to run into your motorhome sitting in front of your house and you're not going to feel that way anymore. It's not good to have them out there. So I complied immediately, for the record.
I have a question. Would you need to make the structure come all that way just to cover the motorhome? Would it be possible to only to conform to the front setback, and
Only
we
if
could
you
do the
make me-
variance for the side?
Only if you, you want to spit? Okay.
The reason we want it that big is because we can park our RV and 3 other cars there. We want to be able to, with the heat and everything and the weather, we want to be able to cover all the cars.
That's what
And
we
there's
would
no
like.
obstruction on any view. It's set back far enough, it's gonna be high enough, no obstruction at all.
So we're basically looking for 2 variances though, front and side,
Yes.
instead of just side.
Well, there's similar structures like that all over Imperial.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, we understand, there's similar structures, but they're non-conforming, but they're older and they're legal now, right? Or they're illegal. They're considered legal structures.
And it'll look very nice once it's done.
No, I mean, I trust, that there'll be a nice looking structure, but I mean, overall, I mean, we have to comply with the setbacks at the same time. I
Yeah.
mean, setbacks are meant for a
safety.
reason, for safety and whatnot.
It's just too hot.
I completely
If I
understand.
don't get the structure, I'm going to sell the house. I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you right now.
Yeah,
I mean, I will.
yeah.
And have to go out here and buy one or go to another town. I'm not going to be happy about not getting the structure. I'm not going to be happy about it at all.
No, and I understand. I mean, I have a trailer too, and the sun beats on it as well. You know, it's just something that
Well, you spend
Not here.
$100,000 on a truck, $100,000 on a Jeep. We got all this junk, a 4-wheel drive RV, and I'm going to park that out in the sun? No, I'll move. I might even run for mayor.
no. I mean, like I said, I completely understand.
Seriously, I'm not asking for too much here.
Yeah.
I see the way the conversation is going, and I'm not pleased. So having said that, I'm going to tell you right now, there's other people with structures just like that. I'm not trying to be belligerent I'm just saying that I'm not going to be happy if you can do whatever you want. You're in charge. But I put that house up for sale so fast. I'm getting old, man. I got to go to dermatologist. Skin gets all jacked up. Going out there and trying to fool around with that stuff and work on it, and that heat is just a terrible, terrible thing. I can't do it anymore. I have to have shade and some fans or something.
That's completely understandable, sir. And again, they're just questions. It's just the due diligence part, and there's no need to start looking for buyers on your home or anything like that. It's just due diligence, and I understand that you had to come back to us from the previous meeting for lack of a quorum. I understand that, and I appreciate your patience.
It's really quality of life, so to speak. I'm an outdoors guy. I like to fool around with cars, and I'm just getting too old to do it without shade.
And that's totally understandable.
bottom line
And like I said, at this point they're just questions. They're just questions.
We love this town. we are Imperialites, man.
We love the town too.
But raised our kids here. Best school district in the county. Ben Holtz. I mean, when our boys were, my youngest son is California Highway Patrol captain, and he was raised here. I mean, we got some good boys out of this place.
And in terms of the direction as the attorney for the council, they're required to go through a long list of stuff that they have to meet. And this group, if you've seen some of the other meetings, they really take a lot of time to look at each thing. So I hope that gives you some background on how it's going.
Thank you.
So what studies have been done so far? So not police for what has staff done so far? Like as far as like looked at the area yourself or have we sent out notices to the public or have we done that?
Yes, notices were sent out.
Okay.
We have really good rapport with all our neighbors.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so if you look at the package, we also, in order to grant the variance, you have to provide a justification, which we have. We did an analysis, and staff is recommending the variance for this type of structure. So the Development Review Committee looked at it. Police Department looked at it. We didn't see any.
Oh, the police department has looked at it?
Everyone's looked at it.
Oh,
The
Othon, can you
develop-
explain who shows up to those meetings, just so
Yes,
they know
Development
who?
Review Committee it's composed of the city planner, public services director, community development director, fire. Oh my God, yes,
Uh-huh.
city manager's office. So we all we all have a lot of input into the project. So we all looked at it and we all recommended it based on the findings that we have on your package.
Okay, and so what was the main reasoning for the recommendation? Is it because it doesn't appear to pose a safety hazard because you can see through it? Is it because it's the area that it's in? What was the main reasonings for the approval of the double variance?
All of the above, and the uniqueness of the parcel and configuration of the home.
Okay.
Othon, can you give us a little more information on this? Because some of the conversations we've had over the last couple of years with this commission has been, if we allow this to these edges, because we've denied a few in the past, right? Why is this property unique?
Yeah, so if you look at the like Yvonne just explained in the staff report, if you look at the map, there's a lot of homes with similar situations. Some of them have no setbacks. Some of carports go all the way to the property line. This is the old part of Imperial, so it allows a little bit more flexibility. But we still have to analyze the findings. We'll still have to provide the findings, and it's different. So your frontage of the house, it's not to the west; it's to the south. So whatever they did back in the day, now we're looking at it with the zoning standards, and that's what we come up with the findings and their recommendation. So it's a unique, it's different. So it could be topology, it could be the way it was built, it could be the parcel size, you name it.
Okay.
So this being an older, my understanding from what I'm getting from you, Othon, since this is the older side of Imperial, which is completely different from the newer tract developments where we had an instance,
Correct.
Not too long ago, because they were trying to build a structure, and they were within the setback. So there is a difference between there, because that's a newer development. This is an older development, and there's certain requirements that they're allowed.
Not so much that they're allowed, but we have to look at everything. So we have to look at the subdivision. There sometimes could be that you have a specific plan, you have your own development standards within, and you have to follow. You cannot deviate from it. So the harmony of the subdivision of the houses will be, jeopardized. So we don't allow them. We don't recommend it, unless there's a home with a unique situation, like a cul-de-sac. Those we can take a look at that. But when it's pretty straightforward, we don't recommend. We usually don't recommend. So, but each of the homes, each of the projects are unique. We looked at them individually, and then we look at the surrounding areas as well. In this case, if you look at the surrounding areas, it's a lot different than that subdivision.
Okay, that's why I was asking,
Yes.
because I'm sure,
Yes.
you know where I'm going.
Unique situation.
I have
you know
another
where I'm going.
question. It says here in the report that there's already 4 existing accessory structures within the same block, in the vicinity of this home. Do you know if any of those already deviate from both the side and the front setbacks?
Just from visually looking at the map, you can see that for sure the front. And then there's one on the corner, 304 13th Street. It looks like it
So there's already other structures that,
deviates from all the setbacks.
from every angle.
From every angle, yes.
That's my last question. Thank you.
Last question. Thank you for pointing out the appearance of fire in that review. That was my next thing that I was about to pick at. Remember, that was Mr. Hammond's thing. Is did we have anything, any feedback from the community in writing or
Nothing,
so?
no.
He's an upstanding neighbor.
Huh?
Is I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing and a staff report at this time and move over to commission discussion, if that's okay, at 6:56. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. We'll take it from here. We'll go ahead and get you an answer here in a couple of minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Is commission where we go? Any we have anything that we need to hash out here? Everybody on board with this? I mean, the next step is going to be close the hearing and move for a recommendation. Is there anything that any other sticking points? Anything we need to? Everybody good with the wording, the verbiage in the text?
I have nothing.
I have no other comments.
Is no, we got no objections, and obviously staff has done their due diligence, and they're recommending for an approval. So I mean, I don't have that'd be foolish to
Just call for a vote.
is so for that reason I'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 6:57 and move for a recommendation for a
Motion, yeah.
for a motion.
And I believe the motion is for the, it's for approval of the,
Approval and adoption of, yeah. approval of the
resolution,
variance and
right?
adoption of the, yeah, just to set in the, if you look at the agenda, that's the easiest way. Approval of variance 25.
the action part.
That's this right here, D1.
OT1. Okay,
Sorry.
then I'll go ahead and, motion to approve for the deviance of, is it section 15305? Why do I not see it?
You might be looking at you're looking at the minutes from
Oh.
the previous meeting.
Sorry, yes. There you go.
Specifically focus on side yard and front yard setback. Conditional use permit 2506.
So a motion to approve resolution number PC 2025-15, resolution of the Planning Commission, approving conditional use permit 25-06 and variance 2503 for Mr. Steve Coram to allow the deviation of the residence for the building of his parking structure.
Do I have any second?
I'll second.
It's been motioned and seconded. Let's go ahead and put it to a vote.
Motion carries 3-1.
Is Mr. Cochran? 3-1.
Yes, sir.
The 3-1. You've it's been motioned and approved.
Well,
Okay.
I appreciate you all.
And I expect to see you throw in your hat on the next election. I hope you took some notes because we still do have to do the process. So we'll see you come election season. Is moving on to E, reports, commissioners' reports. Let's start with our new commissioner.
Reports. I had the opportunity to attend the California Economic Summit a few weeks ago, and sat on some great discussions, had the opportunity to see and hear Governor Newsom speak about some impacts on our economy and how that impacts obviously some of our counties here in California. So that was really enlightening and had a great time. And I received an email and really excited and looking forward to the ribbon cutting for Deputy Anthony Redondo's park. It's in our area and it's in our subdivision. My daughter has been scoping out that park for the last, I want to say 2 months. We drive at least once a week by the park waiting for those fences to come down. So I'm very excited for the ribbon cutting next week for that park. And it just came out absolutely beautiful. So congratulations to the staff that contributed to the renovation of that park.
Do we have a date on that?
That's
specific-
Monday, November 17th. I won't give you the time because there's free snow cones or there's free ice cream for the ones that show up early. So I'm gonna wait for you to show up late.
Commissioner.
I do. The only thing that I was going to mention is that on Friday, the Kiwanis is going to be having a cook-off, a mystery box cook-off at the food bank. And the reason why I bring it up is Katie competed a couple years ago, and she was a judge last year. She won't be competing this year, but it is a fun fundraiser. It'll be Sun Community competing against Carrazzo. I think that's how they say it. So it's a fun little event at the food bank at 7 o'clock on Friday.
So you're giving the time, no free ice cream?
Well, I will tell you that there is a hosted adult beverage card, and I am sponsoring the hosted beverage card. So I think I trumped you.
So it's free
There's probably
beverages?
gonna be
Is
more
that what you-
takers for your event for sure,
Free
Lisa.
adult beverages.
And compete with that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate all of you.
Thank you. I don't have anything. Sorry.
I don't have anything to add.
I have nothing to add tonight.
Just a reminder for our Christmas in a Small Town and Light Parade on the 12th and 13th. It's coming up quick.
You know what? I do have one thing. I know we're a little one day behind, but to all the veterans, it was Veterans Day yesterday. Hope you guys had a wonderful day, and thank you guys all for your service.
We don't have a farmer's market?
The 13th. Saturday, the 13th, December.
Oh, December. Sir?
Just a couple of things, as everyone knows, the city's got a lot of road projects going on, manhole replacement, streets, Highway 86 beautification. So it's been both fluid and chaotic, and road closures, detours almost seem like they're changing daily. So you can follow my Imperial app and our social media to try to keep up to date with those. And to add to that, a lot of uncertainty, but we are expecting some rain this weekend. So, be double cautious and drive safe out there and give yourself a little extra time.
And room
Traveling.
between cars.
Yeah.
What was the website one more time, in case anybody
It's
missed
our
it?
My Imperial app. If
Okay,
you
the
follow
My
that, the dates you're asking, like on the city events, we keep up to date on that. Sometimes that's a little easier to find what you're looking for than the social media, because like your Facebook, Instagram, those are all driven on algorithms, and depending on what content you're used to looking at, you may get an event that we posted a couple days later. But the My Imperial app, it stays on there. Any updates and changes to that are in real time. So it's a real easy app to download and follow it on. It'll give you a notification on your phone, different city news or city events going on. So
All right, there it is, the My Imperial app.
Very nice app to have.
Put that on my
Nothing.
city attorney. Nothing. I don't.
Chairman?
Huh?
Chairman?
I don't have anything at this point. I just want to say thank you to the commission for holding down the fort the last couple of weeks. I've been away, busy taking care of stuff, and that's come to a close, and I'm back to my regular schedule. And I appreciate your guys' patience and like I said, holding it down on this end. I have some catching up to do. I appreciate staff with all your work this evening. I think it showed that we still have a process we need to go through. And although you guys already have your stuff ready, we have it presented here. Sometimes slowly explaining some of this stuff shows the transparency in what we are doing. So I always encourage you guys, and a lot of times I'll tell you guys is, can you say it in a simple term so that, you know, even somebody like myself can understand it? And tonight, I like the way you guys explained how everybody reviews this. It's not just, you know, three of us, but there's actually a process. There's people that are specifically looking at things before we make these recommendations. So all the nuts and bolts that a lot of people don't see, and you guys really expose that and explain that. And we were able to show that to one of our residents in the process. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the hard work that's put into this. I don't have anything outside of that. I mean, my little period there of gloating on staff for doing their work. I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 7:06. And the next regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting is scheduled for November 26th at 6:30. I adjourn this meeting.
I wonder if we could do a training on these, like,